move your hand.
It's
okay.
coming out.
Oh!
Oh no! Get it! Get it! Get it!
3.
Maybe he ended up throwing up. All right, now do your turn. There you go. Welcome back, you guys. I'm Billy D, and this is Drink, Smoke, Build, and today we've got our first ever guest, Cameron Dodd, also known as my best friend. So we are going to go through and reminisce a little bit with him today. We've known each other for over 15 years. We met in college. We have had tons of crazy life experiences together, so we're not going to be able to get to all of that today, but we are going to revisit one specific memory, one specific thing that we used to do back when we first met. We haven't done in 15 years, and we're going to try that out. Stay till the end of the video. You'll see what that is there. Let me just put it this way. We've done a lot of building on this channel. We've done a lot of smoking on this channel, but we haven't done a lot of what the other word in the title is, so we might be doing that later. But you guys, before we get into that, I'm gonna go through and kind of show you a montage of what we've been doing over the last couple of days since he came up here to spend some time with us. He lives in Texas, only a couple hours away, but is now about to be moving 10 hours away, or I'm sorry, 12 hours away. 12 hours away, so won't be seeing him as much. So because of that, brought him up. We're gonna have a good time, and you guys are gonna see a montage of us having a good time and what we've done with our families here over the last couple of days. So we're gonna cue that now, and we'll see you at the end for a full interview, and of course, taking us back to our college days after this.
Oh, look, here we go. Here we go.
I want to catch one.
Well, try.
Can I catch one?
They're not easy.
Yeah, they come out.
Not easy. Oh, I'm zoning in. I'm zoning in. I'm zoning in. All right, come on. Tap, tap.
Tap, tap.
Open up.
Don't let it fly. Don't let it.
Other way. There you go.
Tap it again. Open it.
You got it. You got it. Keep trying. Good. There you go. Good job. All right. Move. All right. Move your hand.
It's coming out.
Oh no! Get it! Get it! Get it!
Yeah.
They're still there. They're still there.
They got out. Let's catch them. There you go.
Good job.
I can't catch one.
Good job. You got it.
I can't catch one.
It's okay.
Can you fly off?
Yeah, I didn't catch one yet.
Well, we still got two. It's okay, buddy. You'll catch one. We'll catch one for you, okay?
Hey, Jace. It's
So
okay.
we're down to
They're
just-
all over the
We're
place.
down to just two, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Hey, can I give you a head? Turn it upside down.
What?
Because they're going to climb up the glass,
Yeah.
right? So,
Did you get one?
Oh.
Oh, good job, Jace. Take tap tap.
Tap, tap. Tap, tap.
All right, open it up.
Drop it
Drop
in.
them. All right, hold on, Ben. I got one too. Do it. Drop it.
I don't have it.
There you go. You got it.
You dropped it in
You
there.
got it. You got it. Look.
My first one.
Yeah. All right.
I got one.
Good job.
3. 1, 2, 3.
I got one, Dad.
Good job.
1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. 1,
Guys,
2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. 3.
otter slide.
2, 3.
Yeah.
3.
Billy, come on.
3. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that montage of our families getting together and us just having some fun here before we can't see each other as much, but we will still see each other. He'll still make an appearance on the channel when he can. Yep. But for today, what are we revisiting? What is the one thing that we did that really brought us together as friends, not just us, but our whole group of friends there in college? We were talking about this earlier, a particular place, a particular drink, and a particular method of drinking that. Go ahead and tell us about that today, Cameron.
All right, so basically where we would meet is a place called Lady Falconberg's.
This is in Durango, Colorado,
Yep.
which is where we went to college. Fort Lewis College is named the college town, Durango, Colorado, for reference for you guys.
So pretty much all of the bars and all of the restaurants, they all had certain types of themes that were more alluding to like the college scene and the college students and all that stuff. So one of the things that we would do is we would go down to Lady Falconberg's, and we all had a drink card or a beer card, and one of the things that we would do is we would just start drinking beers and marking them off of our list. And one of those things is that the more beers that you tried, there were also alcohol contents, different alcohol levels and all that stuff. And so we would just try all different types of beers. Well, the main goal at Lady Falconberg's was to have tried 100 different types of beers.
And what happened after you got 100 beers?
You get a brick, and you get to design your brick.
Yes, boys and girls. My brick, my design. I actually should have had 3, but I only turned in 1 card for my brick. Actual brick taken out of the place. And here's the thing. We weren't actually able to take the brick. What happened is 15 years later, this actually happened last year, they sold the restaurant and they did a remodel. And when they did the remodel, instead of destroying the wall of probably 500 different names that were on this wall that people had earned this brick, instead of destroying it, they gave the local residents a chance to get their brick, and they kept them. And I found out about it through someone that still lived there. He found out from his dad who still lived there, and we got our bricks sent to us, and we are super ecstatic that that piece of our memory is still there. So that brings us to number 2 tradition. They really weren't supposed to do this, but they would allow us to mark off a certain beer if all of us did what is called Das Boots. If you have seen Beer Fest, then you kind of know what Das Boot is. All the rules and stuff that are in that are actually not real, but there is an actual challenge of Das Boot, and all it is you sit down at a table with it. It goes around everybody. You can pick a direction. Doesn't have to be left. Doesn't have to be right. You pick a direction. It goes. Everybody drinks until they can't drink anymore. You can drink slow. You can drink fast, and then you pass it to the next person. And then the last person to finish to drink the rest of it, and there's about 6 or 7 beers worth in this big boot, you would have the person before them would have to pay for the boot. And the boots were like, what, 30 or 40 bucks back then? So it was kind of expensive.
Yeah, it might have been
for all the beer. But the person before would have to pay for it. So you would want to finish it if you possibly could, because if you couldn't, you were paying for the boot.
Right.
And it couldn't touch the table at any point. If it touched the table, that person had to pay for the boot.
Yep. And you had to point it towards yourself. And we'll demonstrate it for most of it.
Yes. So here's the thing, you guys. We have a boot. It's only 3 beers. It's a little smaller. My wife and I picked it up when we were on vacation in Florida several years ago. I splurged and I bought it. I've always wanted a boot. So there it is.
Oh man.
Cameron is going to get the honors. And we are going to do this boot the right way. It's already been paid for, so we don't have to worry about any of that. But we're going to do it the way we used to do it before and add a little bit of drink to Drink, Smoke, Build. So here we go, Cameron. You want to start it off? We're going to pass it back and forth, and we're going to kind of tell little antidotes as we're drinking. And we're going to time it starting now.
All right, here we go.
And here's the thing, guys. You want to go slow. You want to get it all drank, and you'll get it all drank fast. But it's ice cold. We ice the boot. They ice the boot. The beer in there is like 31 degrees. It is cold. You don't want to drink it too fast. You also want to slow your rate of drinking so that you don't take in too much air, too much foam. But get the maximum amounts of beer in your stomach.
Holy crap, that's cold,
And then
man.
get it passed.
Whew.
I'll hand him the mic,
So
and I'm next.
the key is that you really want to try to find a beer that, you know, is that has a great taste, that is soothing, that's not a lot of hop and all of that stuff, but you can throw in some curveballs and throw on different flavors.
I drank too fast.
Yeah, you did.
I drank the same amount as you, but in half the time. I just didn't follow my own advice there because I'm a dumbass. Oh, he has got the method down. And so here's the thing. The reason you put the boot down, which it looks like I'll probably end up being the one to finish this one, maybe not. If you point the boot up, you get a gurgle. What you do is, when you point it down like this, as you finish it, and it starts to run down to where you have to tip the boot way back, you tilt it, twist it, and you get that last little bit.
All right, man.
I don't know.
You might be able to.
I don't know.
Oh man, yeah. So another thing that you'll see, like once he gets close to finishing it, is he will actually probably rotate it around so that it doesn't splash back in his face, because that's one of the things that, as you do more of these, there's different rules that you can put into it so that if you splash it in your face, or if you don't take a little man off of the top or anything like that, then there's a penalty that that is associated with that.
Oh, I can't do it.
Oh man.
Yep, and right there I would have lost.
Yeah, because he
And paid for it. But
so
this is kind of, not only is it friendly competition, it doesn't matter who wins. I could have finished that off and maybe ended up throwing up. All right, now do your turn. There you go. And it's all gone.
and that's
There,
how you do,
that's how it's done.
that's how you do
That is how it's done. Guys, I want to thank you for joining us tonight. We will probably maybe have one more montage video of us hanging out before he heads back to Texas and then ultimately back to Colorado. Cameron, I want to thank you for coming on, brother.
Man, dude, thank you so much, man. I love you.
Love you too, man.
Good time, man.
All right, you guys, it's been real. Billy D and
Cameron Dodd.
signing out. We'll see you guys on the next update.